Test. Can you hear me, guys, now? Oh my god, I think you can now hear me. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my god. I spoke for 5 minutes alone, then I looked at the chat and I saw you telling me, okay, you are muted, what's happening? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Sorry. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties at the start. I just messed up with the settings. And wow. Okay, now you should hear me loud and clear. I'm so sorry. I will make you guys forgive me. I will give you so many tips in this Ark of Osiris casting that you cannot even imagine, okay? So today we will be casting 412D against K415, which are in Division 25 and are playing in basically 12 minutes. And what I want to say is that we chose this game together with my moderators because there is a lot of rivalry going on between Kingdom 412 and Kingdom 415. I remember that Kingdom 415 is Ronnie's kingdom. This is not the main alliance, which is 415Z, I guess. This is the second alliance, and there is a lot of rivalry going on because of the KvK. Basically, 412 was defeated by 415 plus 411 combined. Will they get a revenge today on the battlefield of Osiris League Season 4? What do you think, guys? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Logan Smith, welcome everybody. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you very much for your super sticker. Anarchy, Sam, Francesco, Ostreich, Ahmad, Ghost Rider, Sir Loy, Logan Smith, everybody, Miles, welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry. Oh, you know what? Newbie lost, but if you look, who lost in Division 1, I watched the game because basically I went out early from my game. I will explain you why in a moment. JWM2 lost by 300 points to OTQ from Kingdom 307. That was a shocker. I looked at the match and it was basically a clutch. Basically, OTQ denied JWM2 to take the last arc. They were so close to the outpost, but they kept delaying, and eventually it worked. And they won by 300 points. It was a crazy game. I was able to watch the last 10 minutes of the game because we in OV, especially in the first rounds of the Osiris League Invitational, where unfortunately we are matched with weaker teams or teams that have not the power to face us. Basically, we go out after half a game, 8-9 people go out, so we make the backup players join. And in this way, everybody can get the gold sculptures. So it's nice for everybody to receive the gold sculptures for more people, more than 30 players. So the backups don't get wrecked every time and lose the sculpture. DB, Ghost Rider 1982, thank you for sponsoring this channel and welcome to the Wick gang, to the Pencil gang, sorry. And I don't have to tell you, you already know, just link your YouTube to your Discord, and if you are in my Discord, and you probably are, DB is my alliance mate right here. The bots will automatically unlock the private chat for you, but you don't need the private chat because you have my WhatsApp number, so you can write me anytime you want, of course. Yeah, you now have the emojis. Let's now welcome Ghost Rider 1982 to the channel. Let's spam some Wick love emojis. AKD, when is OV match week? Well, we already played today at 15 UTC, as you can see here, and I don't even know the result because, as I told you, I went out after 30 minutes of game to let some more people join. In fact, you can see we have total combatants 37 out of 30 because we let 7 subs join to get the gold ads. That's why I think I can get the result here. They were a really good game. It was a really good game and there were really nice players. Yeah, we won. It was a nice game. Congratulations to them. Well fought game. I mean, it should not be so easy to face OV in the first game of the Osiris League Season 4. Miles, hey Wick, why don't you like Cyrus? Don't you think he has any potential? So I think he's the ugly brother of Ramses, to be honest. I really don't like him. I mean, if you already have Ramses, Cyrus has no place to be. It doesn't even make for me in the top 4 pairings for archers. So that's why. Because essentially is a copy of Ramses, but a bad copy. Especially this circular damage area of effect. It's the additional damage is too low. It's just 300. I know it's as wide as YSG and it's hitting up to 3 targets, but it's too low. Damage is too low. It's not as effective as a Ramses can be. That's why. AKD, oh, I didn't know backups could join during the game. Well, they can join if you click on the top score, and then after you click on the top score, you click quit. And you can let anyone from your alliance, from the backups of your alliance, to join the game. So, what do we expect from those 2 alliances today, 412D and K415? We expect a fair game, we expect the game to be quite balanced, and we expect 412D willing to take a revenge against 415, because as I said, they lost in KvK, in last KvK, again against 415 and 411. Show us the pre-KvK. Yes, why not? So my points are so lame because I'm saving speed ups to actually use them in the battle. We have our boy Pedro Justin, who trained basically 8 million T5 troops, which is like 16 billion resources, and totally kicked out Baba from the top 1 from this pre-KvK. I mean, Baba still got 40 million points, which is a lot, but Pedro just got 174, almost 75 million points, which is crazy. At the moment, we are rank 1 in the pre-KvK. I think we are doing great. 1148, which is our ally, is also number 2. 78 is our opponent, 78 and 59 are number 3 and number 4 respectively. I think it will be a very, very, very fun KvK. Anyway. Vegeta, hello. Hello to you. Hello, good evening. Good evening to everybody. Wick, don't say revenge. Revenge, please. They were not even in 412. They came from 701. Alright, that's what I've been told. A little bit of backstory. I apologize if it's not 100% correct, but in that team there are for sure people who faced 415 in KvK. Wick, who do you have as possible dark horse in OL? So I do have as possible dark horse, I have 1B, which is this Korean alliance. I don't remember exactly which division are they. I think it's they are in the same division of our second alliance, which is LV, and I think they can do great, honestly. Here you go. It's Division 22. Our second alliance today demolished their opponent, 65,000 to 9,000, and the alliance I'm the most concerned of is 1V here. Kingdom 34. They are Korean migrants that migrated back to an old kingdom, are taking all the commanders basically, and formed a really good team. And I do know that they are practicing like 3 times a week, because they are all from the same time zone, so they have the possibility to practice a lot. So I think that will be that will be a possible dark horse to qualify for the top places for this upcoming Osiris League. AKD, relax guys, it still could be counted as revenge. The alliance represent the whole kingdom. Yes, it's what I think as well. I mean, kingdom pride, you know? So we have 2 alliances in this Osiris League, which are, of course, OV and LV. Oh, LV, it's not like a second alliance because, trust me, the guys are great. But most of the strongest fighters of LV have been selected to be in the main team, so in OV. In the second team, there are completely valid players. We have great players there as well, and they're practicing with us every single Friday One time at 15 UTC, one time at 23 UTC. So I saw some people asking in the chat, how are you practicing? We basically practice 30 versus 30. So we simulate a full match. That's what we do in OV. And LV practices against us. So they have the hard way. And I have to tell you, last practice they won against us by a few points, but we were playing with 5 less people because we had some people not showing up, which have been punished, by the way. And yeah, they won. So they do not have to be underestimated by any means. Marky, you should care more, make a bigger deal about it. AMX 1000, 412 lost badly in light versus dark on SKVK against 415 and 411. Hopefully they can do better here. That's what we are saying. So we know that migrants or not migrants, there is some rivalry between 412 and 415. Now, of course, I hope it's a positive. I'm sure it's a positive rivalry. We are speaking about a game. We don't take things personal on this game. I mean, at least we don't do. I don't take things personally on this game. It's a game. We all have fun. In the meanwhile, let me rally some... you know what? Let me rally some Marauders encampments. I see DB launching a rally like crazy here. Let me catch up. Let me catch up a bit. Otherwise they say, oh, okay, you don't never rally. Let me launch a couple rally. In the meanwhile, Battlefield is gonna open in 1 minute. So let me find quickly, super quickly. Okay, here we go. Marauder encampment. Let's launch this rally, not with tier 1 possibly. Let me clear. All right. And let's go and see 30 seconds to the beginning of this match. Let's check Division 25, which is the game we are gonna watch tonight for 12D, Devil's Arab against K415 Kimono Warriors. Power-wise, as I said, K415 is a bit overpowered, but I don't know if the reserves, the backup players, are actually counted, because Devil's Arab has full 15 backups, while Kimono Warriors has just 4. JK, do you think your division will be a walkover, and how do you feel about being given favorites tag? I don't like being given favorites tag because it puts a lot of pressure on you. We are very critic about our performance every time. We always try to improve to step up our game and every time you lose, every time you do a false step, there are people pointing the finger on you, so it's not always nice to be in this position. Of course, it's rewarding if you can, catch up with the expectation that the people have, but that's not always the case. So the match should be starting in a moment. Here you go. We can actually already enter. Now we have a new screen at the beginning. You can see that there is a presentation of the alliances, of the combatants, which I do think it's extremely nice. I cannot see the avatars of the players. That's a problem that they will probably solve in the next future. We can see, oh, Fleisch! Oh, I didn't know that Fleisch was fighting in K415. So we have our boy Fleisch. Alright, that's a surprise. Where is Fleisch? I want to see Fleisch, Spartan Bob. I want Fleisch. Where is Fleisch? Tell me if you spot Fleisch on the field. Here you go. Here you go, Fleisch. Our boy Fleisch. Nice statistics. Our friend YouTuber. Our German friend YouTuber. I didn't know he was actually playing in this team. Nice. This makes the thing even more interesting. On the other side, we have some high power players. Devil Q8 is probably the leader. Yeah, we have fairly high power players. I think this will be a nice game, especially if Fleisch is making the strategies. Oh my god, 222 million power, that's a big whale right there. Okay, the average power of the lower power player is around 80-85 million. Then we have peaks and 150, 222, 114, 121. So this team has the power. This team has for sure the power to to face K415. Wick be neutral. Of course, I am neutral, and I will always like to see the best fights. I don't root for anyone. I want everybody to pull out the best strategy they have, and I'm sure they will do, because this is not an easy matchup. And I will try to analyze in a neutral way what's going on the battlefield. So first thing I can tell you, that they didn't have a teleporting order going into the game, so they teleported all together. Second thing is that they didn't set a warlord and a counselor to be here on the sides of the leader. On the other side, 412D did that. So we have a full triangle on the top, 5 seconds to the beginning of the battle, and here you go, the gates are opening. Obelisk and outposts have been unshielded, and K415 already going with a hard push. So hard push, I remember, is a skill that lasts for 10 minutes and allows you to occupy your buildings 1 minute earlier. So if it takes, for example, 3 minutes to occupy your obelisk, whatever march you use to go to the obelisk, so you can go with a single march or you can go with a rally, it takes you just 2 minutes instead of 3. So, let's see who is going to catch this obelisk faster. We can see full tier 1. No, that's a tier 5. Where are the tier 1s? Okay, maybe 415 is taking this a little bit slow. I don't see any tier 1 going for the top obelisk. Let's see, for the bottom we have Githius going with a Cao Cao and a bunch of tier 1s. On the other side, 412D already took their outpost, and it's going with a very, very fast Cao Cao. He used the outpost to jump, and they have also a backup player going for the obelisk just for pure safety. And yes, he jumped through the outpost. Okay, so this player is not going for the obelisk. I'm sure this player here, pure evil, is going to try to catch the enemy obelisk, so to interrupt the teleports for a couple minutes more. So we have two players on the 412 side, one dedicated to take the obelisk and the other one going for the enemy obelisk, which is honestly a smart move. On the other side, they have taken this outpost as well, but the obelisk capture will be fairly slow. I think it will be about 30 seconds later. In fact, on this side, we already witnessed an obelisk capture. And on this side, the closest march is at the moment 15 seconds away. So they have a 30 seconds delay. Okay. Faisal, I will leave now to better channel who will never lie to have more views. I don't know who are what you are speaking about, honestly, but I don't think I'm lying on anything right here. Anyway, all right, both the teams have captured the obelisks. Let's see the difference in time. 1 minute and 13 seconds here left to the occupation. Here they have like 25 seconds of delay. You need to check the cross. So if you check the bottom obelisk on this side, you need to check the top right on this one. If you check the top one on the red side, you need to check the bottom one on the blue side. So on this other side, 1 minute 17 seconds to capture the obelisk, and this is pretty much equal. So we see already K415 doing a better job, a slight better job on this bottom obelisk, but they are very, very late on this top one. We will see how it goes when the buildings will unlock. All right. Oh, okay. I understood what this guy was saying. Maybe he was referring to me telling a little bit of background story about the rivalry between the two kingdoms. That's what I've been told. I tried to speak to the players, so I apologize that if I told you something wrong, but they anyway faced each other in KvK, and for me, an alliance, any alliance of the kingdom represents the kingdom itself. We have a Cao Cao rallying going on. These are tier 5s, so yeah, not much effect against a Zenobia. I saw a rally from Fleisch. Let me check here which rally is actually going on. Let's view Fleisch. Okay, he's rallying with an Attila Takeda and tier 5, 30 seconds to the enemy Obelisk. This Obelisk better be protected, but because I'm sure that Fleisch has a strong Attila and Takeda. We see here people teleporting, which is not happening here. Okay, it's just happened. And here on this other side, people are just teleporting as well. The cross obelisks are being contested. 412D is going with a Cao Cao fast rally, just trying to snatch the obelisk if they are distracted, but of course they are not. Here on the other side, this Attila Takeda has been already swarmed down, so nothing is happening on this side. Let's go to see how Fleisch's rally is doing. He's being swarmed down. Very nice move from 412D to put an Attila Takeda in garrison, because this is slowing down even more. See, this right here is a very, very smart move. So these two players, Joker and Sa, swarm down a little bit Fleisch rally, and they put an Attila Takeda here in garrison. So basically this Attila Takeda will sit there forever, for at least 1.5 minutes now, and this will delay the rally a lot. We see here a snatch capture of this Shrine of Life, but not very important because this Cao Cao will die in a few seconds. On this other side, we witness the same, so 412 is a fast tapping team, that's for sure. This Minamoto will get swarmed down and will die in a few seconds, like it happened with this Cao Cao on this Shrine of Life. Nothing crazy going on, the map will be half and half in few seconds, but anyway, 412D did a better job on the obelisks and on the opening, and we'll see now which rally will be going on. Let's see from 12D side. They are rallying an obelisk, they are rallying an altar, a shrine, and now they are rallying, I guess, the other shrine, the Shrine of Life. So we have already 4 rallies going on from 412. I remember that it's written 415 here, but it's ISET. Basically, these are the rally launched by 412. And on the right side, we have 5 rallies because Fleisch is still stuck on this obelisk right here, because the move was actually super smart. You see, they are not reinforcing, because this allows them to keep the rally going for longer, so Fleisch will sit there with 5 marches into the rally that will serve to no purpose. This is an amazing move. This is honestly very, very smart. Good job for 12. We see a small skirmish here on the sky altar of 415, not going really well. We already see the rally and the marches hitting on the desert altar, being garrisoned by Zenobia, and the rally using is an Attila Takeda, which is not optimal against a Zenobia. Much better to go with an archer rally like Ramses and Nebu, or maybe an infantry rally, Guan Yu, Alexander, etc., than going with an Attila Takeda. So they are not swarming down too much this Attila Takeda, because again they want the Attila Takeda to sit there forever. On the other side, we have a siege going on to the Shrine of War, but it's a lonely rally which is not supported by 412 field presence. They are battling here in between the 2 buildings to contest this territory to see who will make the next push. In the meanwhile, backfield disruption is going on. We see that somebody took the central outpost with a very low Attila Takeda, and we have this march sitting here, Genjuro, who probably crashed because he could just attack this outpost and take it back because he has the strength to do it. He has a half march. This guy right here has a 57,000 troops Attila Takeda. He's probably doing that right now. Did he notice? Okay, he just noticed. So let's go on here. Let's see how the rally is doing. Very, very bad. So the map is split half and a half. Let's take a look at 412 Desert Altar, which has a very heavy push going on from 415 right now. This push, okay, this rally was not amazingly coordinated with the field swarm. Those marches should have been already much ahead, clearing the field around the Desert Altar, but unfortunately that's not always possible. They were probably trying to defend the Shrine of War right here. The rally just failed from 412D. Let's check the middle. Okay, we have few marches going from both sides. We have about 10-ish marches, 10, 12-ish marches here, and the same right here. So we will expect a fair battle in the middle in a few moments. Let's go to check all these buildings blinking, because we have many more buildings blinking on 415 side comparing to 412. We have 3 buildings blinking. Here we have a Sky Altar being contested. We have a Shrine of War that was contested but the rally failed. And we have another Attila Takeda sitting there without any purpose because is not going to get the Obelisk at all. Then we have this siege going on Desert Altar, which I wanted to observe because I do think that 415 is going to take it in a few moments. Let's check if that's the right call. I do think so, because those marches right here, instead of reinforcing, maybe this guy just crashed. Those 2 marches could have made a difference to delay the capture of this Desert Altar. Okay, the guy woke up just now with his Julius Caesar. Let's see if he can actually reinforce this building before it goes down. Let's see. Oh my god. Can he make it? Can he make it? 3, 2, 1. Okay, he just made it into the building. A clutch save from Blow TRX. Let's see if he can swap the marches, maybe pull out the Julius Caesar and go with the Constantine, otherwise this building will be lost if somebody else does not reinforce. Anyway, nice defense by 412, and they took the Obelisk on the bottom left side. This is a good grab because it's gonna distract 415 quite a bit. Now, let's see in the middle who has the more presence. We have 415 with a solid amount of marches compared to 412, who is focusing on rallying the buildings. We see another rally going on right here. I do think they have a good shot of taking this building if those marches don't go in. We have a Saladin right here, so this Saladin could swap the march he has inside. If he has another march inside, he could just pull that march out and go with the Saladin in, but he's not doing that, and I think he will lose the building. Let's see. Yes, he lost the building. This guy right here just made a mistake, because if he had a march inside and he could not reinforce the building, he just had to swap for the low march inside and put its Saladin in just to delay and to protect the building a little bit more. So we see 412 going strong. They possess all 4 the altars right now. They are doing a hard push building-wise, which is great. And they took the... Oh my god, they just took the Obelisk and they occupied it, and 415 was so distracted and they teleported. Oh my god, I think this is game over. I do think that if they play it correctly, this is game over right here. I mean, even if they lose the first arc, they have teleported the cities right now, and I think they will take all the buildings on this side. It's not looking extremely great. I do think that should use those other 2 teleports on this side to teleport on the Obelisk and have some more people if there is space. Bog down being used by 412k in the middle. The middle battle is unleashed. We have 415 having the advantage lane here, going strong with the Ark. The Ark has been dropped. Is somebody grabbing it? Yes, I do see some timers right here. Is it the red? Is it the blue? Blue! Okay, 412 catch the Ark, and they are going back to protect this Ark from being captured by 415. Oh my god, I need to catch my breath. This match is so intense. 412 just lost control of the Ark of Osiris, but it's pretty much a done deal from 415 because they have the number advantage. Okay, I see people grabbing the Ark from the middle. You know what? I want to quit. I want to remove the simplify graphic, and I want to go back and I want to watch this game in full quality. Shall we? Okay, here we are back. 415 using war drums, so to boost their middle force. And they grab the Ark and they are going back with a low health Genghis Khan, who is gonna die right now. He just died. Is somebody else grabbing the Ark? Let's see how is the situation looking. We have one more city, Qatar, teleported. Okay, this is a big whale right here. So it will constantly reinforce and push this obelisk to go down. I think this is pretty much a very done deal on this obelisk, because they now teleported players, they now are able to launch a rally. This was an extremely smart move. This is a big GG for 412k on this obelisk. Let's see if 415 can recover in some way. I do think they should rally some cities to bring them away or to zero them, but it's very difficult because very high power players have just teleported. We have 110 million power, 110, 181 and 217 million power, so this will be extremely difficult to recover. We see this desert altar generating points. The points per minute difference in 740 points per minute for 12 and 310 points per minute for 15. We have a difference of now 330, so we have a difference of 410 points per minute. So each minute 412 is gaining over 400 points per minute more than the opponent. Okay, I need to breathe. This match is so freaking intense. This is what we want to witness in Osiris League Season 4. Right here, those are the nice plays we want to see. If you feel very sorry for my breath and you want to help this channel out for free, just drop a like on the video, subscribe if you enjoy my content. This will help the channel a lot. So we see 412 possessing 3 out of 4 altars. The enemy Shrine of War, they are disrupting the back. So 2 obelisks have been taken, 2 outposts have been taken, and also the obelisk has been taken again. Oh my god, they have 1 teleport. Will they use this 1 teleport to teleport another city right here? I think this will be a smart move so they can take control of a full side. So I see some questions. Panda, is Ronnie K415 or Z415? Ronnie is 415Z. Z. So he's on the main team. Fleisch is on the second team. Apparently he's probably leading the second team. He's on the top of the leaderboard, of the scoreboard right here. So he's doing a wonderful job, of course. He's a really great player, but at this moment, 412D just grabbed almost all the buildings. They have all the outposts on the back. Okay, K415 is recovering some buildings right here. They recovered the desert altar, they recovered the Shrine of Life, they recovered also the Shrine of War right here. The battle in the middle is going, of course, in favor of K415. This Saladin will be soon killed here. Okay, they will deliver the first Ark. They are at the moment 2,500 points behind, but they have a chance to recover if they manage to kick those cities out. Those cities, the only job of those cities now is to keep this obelisk under pressure, to avoid them to focus on the buildings. This was a great move by 412. Eventually, they will teleport back. I'm sure they will teleport back if the situation becomes bad, because anyway the teleports that they used to teleport on this side came from the occupation of this obelisk. So even if you get the obelisk first occupation, the team gets 8 teleports. But if the enemy, the opponent, basically captures your obelisk, they will get 8 teleports as well. So in the moment they occupied this obelisk, they got 8 extra teleports. So basically they didn't waste anything. They just disrupted the opponent a lot, in this case 415. So very good move. We see them using hard push because I think 415 wants to recover and focus on the building. I'm not sure if it was 412 or 415 to cast the hard push skill. I'm not sure about that. Let's see which rallies are going on. Okay, we have a rally battling here from 415, but it's not going extremely well. We have a YSS solidly garrisoning this sky altar. We have the Obelisk being taken again from 412. Backfield disruption is real, but they are recovering slowly and steadily all those outposts. They delivered the Ark, so will we see another strong battle in the middle or not? I feel so. Okay. This match is crazy. This match is literally crazy. We see a siege from 412 going on the Shrine of War. The presence is real, and I think this Shrine of War will go down in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, went down. So they have also a buff advantage on the field, because I remember the Shrine of War gives 5% troop attacks and 5% troop defense as soon as you occupy it, which will happen in less than 1 minute. In less than 1 minute, this building will be occupied. So once the buildings are occupied from a team and the enemy grabs the building, it takes now not 3 minutes but 2 minutes to occupy. So the first occupation still takes 3 minutes. So if you use hard push to facilitate your first occupation, it will take to you 2 minutes to get the building. But if the building was previously occupied and you snatch the building from your opponent's side, if you use hard push, it will take you just 1 minute to generate points. So this meta right here is extremely focused on building, so the middle does not count as much as before. And also, the provision does not count as much as before, because the provision, I remember, has been cut by about 33%. So 1/3 of the provision score has been cut from the game, because before in Season 3 the provision score was actually so crazy. You could gather up to 15,000 points in provision, but now even if you use 3 times, 4 times the gathering skill being Insatiable Desire, you can gather, if before you could gather up to 15,000 points, you can gather now 2/3 of that, which is 10,000 points. So we see 412 already having some marches here on the field in the middle to try and gain some territory advantage. The Shrine of War is still under contest. They already occupied it, so they have the good solid buffs. We have Guan Yu garrisoning the Sky Altar, so they snatched the Sky Altar as well. And the Shrine of Life being occupied right now, they have 900 points per minute compared to 260 points per minute from 415. So they are gaining 640 points per minute more than the opponent. Oh my god, 412, I'm not rooting for anybody, but 412 is doing a marvelous job. Those cities are still here disrupting on this Obelisk. They are constantly reinforcing the rallies, and oh my, this is looking really bad. So even if the score is close at the moment, it's because 415 actually grabbed one Obelisk. If you check the up bar close to the score, you can see that 415 already escorted one Ark, while 412 escorted no Arks. So that's why the score looks as close as it can be, but on reality, 412 is on a much better position right now. Let's see who is going to capture the next Ark. So at the moment, 415 has only 130 points per minute, compared to 670 from 412. Let's see the leaderboard. We have Qatar, which was the 220 million guy, being the top in score, and Flip on the other side with approximately the same score, who just got over Flash right now. So the maps looks even almost at the moment. They will get this desert altar in a moment, even if they will start generating few points right now. Let's see, will this desert altar go down or not? Let's see. This obelisk being still under contest, and there are some cities being attacked as well. So maybe they're attacking, okay, they are attacking some low power players to force them to teleport in the starting zone. So if they manage to burn the city, those players will go back all the way to the starting zone, which has a couple players right now, or 4 players. Okay, so not everybody is teleported on the side of 415, but... and the same is right here, so 4 and 4. Alright. Okay, we see 415 reacting strong by taking the Obelisk on this side. So if now they had a hard push skill going on, they could occupy this Obelisk in 35 seconds instead of 1 minute and 35 seconds. And they could have the same chance of getting to teleport there. But I see 412 reacting extremely well. So why did they lose this Obelisk? They probably didn't notice the rally and they had no garrison as precaution on this Obelisk, so they ended up losing the Obelisk and having a full Attila Takeda rally inside the Obelisk itself. This was a nice move by 415, which managed to disrupt a little bit 412. Let's check the bottom Obelisk, still being under contest, and they have just occupied it again, so they can... You see, they had 4 teleports and they just gained 2 extra teleports, because if you get the enemy Obelisk and you occupy it, you also get 2 extra teleports. So the first time you get 8. And then if you keep occupying it, losing and occupying it, you get 2 teleports anytime. I don't see why we have still cities on the starting zone, because they can actually teleport in any moment. I don't see why those players are not teleporting, because with the new mechanic, those players can teleport even having the marches dispatched on the field. So the field looks pretty much even right now. They also, 415 took the Sky Altar on the opponent's side, which is very nice, and they also put a good garrison in there, which is Richard, better than nothing, but they also lost the Shrine of Life. So normally this should not happen. So why losing your big building and taking the enemy building? This is not a good trade right here. You should keep your building and then push for the enemy little building, because the Shrine of Life is actually giving you 80 points per minute in continuous occupation, while the Sky Altar is giving you 150 points in continuous occupation. So we see 415 popping up to the death in the middle. They really want to take this Ark. Oh man, 412 reacting with a mystical formation, boosting the defense of 30 marches in the range. Let's see who will get it. So this is not looking good, because 415, okay, they're used to the death, but these marches right here are walking, so they are not doing anything. And this is not healthy, because the to the death skill is a one-time skill that you use just one time in a match, and it lasts for 1 minute. So those 2 marches here, this guy right here with his Chandra Gupta and his Charles Martel, is just chilling on the field doing nothing. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, we see 412 just ignoring all the marches from 415 because they didn't posture forward enough, and they just grab the Ark and they use running charge. So we see this Cao Cao just sprinting away like crazy, and I think this is pretty much a done deal for 412. Even if they will drop the Ark right now, they will have a lot of marches coming and reinforcing. Okay, they have no marches coming and reinforcing, I was mistaken, but from this side they do have some marches coming to reinforce the Ark. This Cao Cao now being as fast as possible because he was on the red and the charge talents were activated, granting 30% extra march speed, or no, 50% extra march speed when the HP are lower than 30%. So 415 reacting, trying to grab this Ark with a Cao Cao, but he's like dying right away. Let's see who grabs the Ark next. I see many people clicking on this Ark, which is very good. Let's see, will it be blue, red? Okay, it's 415 again. They're trying to get this Ark back to the middle, and in the meanwhile they got the Shrine of War, so they have a boost advantage battle-wise. So they have 5 extra defense and 5 okay, they don't, because they haven't occupied the Shrine of War yet. Sorry, my bad. 412 capturing the Ark of Osiris again with a low Saladin, who is now going to die. Who is gonna capture the Ark next? Let's see. This obelisk still being under siege. That is absolutely crazy. We have one city who just teleported out. So maybe this guy went back to the own obelisk. I don't know who he was. Maybe it was this guy. No. I don't remember who the guy actually was. But they did definitely a good job in disrupting that obelisk. The middle battle is still going on. The Ark is on the field, has been dropped. Who will take it next? Let's see. Let's see. K415 got the Ark, so they're desperately trying to get this Ark back. And they do have a chance because the reinforcing are coming for 415 and not as many reinforcements are coming from the 412 side. So can we see maybe this situation being brought on 415 side? Let's see. Many buildings blinking on the map. We have the Sky Altar being contested back by 412. They're trying, because the 415 put a Zenobian here, which is tough to deal with. Oh my, nice move by 415, and also this other obelisk that is blinking, but we have a Vuzetian solidly garrisoning this obelisk and some marches swarming, so this Attila Takeda will definitely not take this obelisk. In the middle, we have 415 already taking this Ark again, and they are going back. Oh man, they are going back to the Charles Martel, so a speedy infantry march. I think this march is actually very speedy. I think this guy Bloodseeker has some speedy equipment, so maybe some windswept set, and maybe, who knows, the accessory, the epic accessory who gives the infantry 8% infantry march speed, which honestly is very good. Honestly is very, very, very good. Let's see who grabs the Ark next. Will it be red? Will it be blue? Red capturing the Ark again. Mad Max 666, well done. He's going back with a fast cavalry march. We have a Genghis Khan, not so fast, because I remember Genghis Khan being very squishy, and also when he gets engaged into a battle, he will drop his march speed. Let's see. Situation looks a bit better for 412 because of course they are much closer to their reinforcement side, so they can bring the marches to the battlefield faster, but still 415 clicking on this Ark so fast and keeping stalling. They are keeping to stall this Ark. So even if they are losing control of this Ark every time they are still grabbing it back and making that meter, that couple meters that matter, and they are almost at the middle point again. 415 using running charge because they grabbed the Ark, but they grabbed it with a wrong march. Come on, with Hermann. Now Hermann will die and you just wasted 2 skill points. Here you go. But still, they brought this Ark almost to the middle, which is crazy. Which is totally crazy. I think 415 has a shot of getting back in track. Your device is strong. What device you use? So I'm using an iPad Pro 2020, the top of the line. So I'm actually providing you the best content that I can provide you. I mean, the smoothest content, not the best, because of course I'm not sure. Of course, I'm not the best content creator out there. I will never say that. But for sure, it's the smoothest device to play Ark of Osiris and to cast Ark of Osiris. So I can cast the Ark of Osiris with the full quality, and I'm not dropping frames, and I'm not crashing, as you can see. Even though today at 15 UTC, no, at 13 UTC, the first match that I cast today, I did crash. So rip for that. 415 keeps taking this Ark and grabbing it back. AV with Attila Takeda grabbing the Ark back. They are basically at the starting point. They basically brought this Ark all the way from here back to here, which is totally nuts. Building wise, 412 has still the advantage because they keep occupying building. They are generating point from this Shrine of Life. I mean, this Shrine of Life is giving them just 80 points per minute, but they are also denying 80 points per minute. So one building occupied will give you a delta, so a difference of 160 points in the case of the Shrine of Life, of course. Oh my god. This obelisk being still under contest. This is totally crazy. This is totally crazy. So we have still 3 cities. This guy just dropped 40 million power, so he had 4 million tier 5 going to the hospital in the attempt to protect this obelisk and stalling the enemy. They're doing a great job because, as you can see on this side, 415 cannot do anything because they are stuck in protecting this obelisk. Once you have few whales protecting the obelisk and teleporting there once they take the obelisk, I mean, it's so difficult to counter a strategy like this because they will keep refilling this obelisk, they will keep rallying this obelisk, and they will basically make half of a team worthless. It's crazy. So that's why you never have to lose your obelisk. Always garrison your obelisk because it's very risky, especially if now you are distracted for a moment and you have an Attila Takeda coming and your obelisk is empty and they use hard push. They will occupy your obelisk in just 1 minute, and killing a full rally of Attila Takeda in 1 minute is tough. That's basically what happened with 412 right here. They had an Attila Takeda rally, the obelisk was empty, so they had 1.5 million troops inside, and they had hard push active, so they occupied this obelisk in less than 1 minute. In 1 minute, and they had marches and cities teleporting here right away. This was a super smart play. I tell you guys, hard push, the skill hard push will be meta in Season 4. Every team will be required to use hard push, 100%. So we see 412 finally getting rid of 415 in the middle and getting this Ark. So they will deliver 1 Ark, and they will be with this Ark about 9,000 points ahead of 415. Building game is insane. Yes, Carl Lorenzo Babiano, this game is already over. Building game is insane. I totally agree. AKD, what do you mean by dev strategy, Amir Khan? So let's search for the comment by Amir Khan. I don't seem to find it. Maybe are you saying that 415 is using a great strategy? Because both of the teams are actually using a great strategy. The fact that is basically cutting the legs to 415 is having lost this obelisk. And I tell you, those cities right here, they will keep stalling, especially this player who has a lot of power and troops available, will keep stalling this obelisk until the end of the game, which will happen in 20 minutes. But 415 reacting building-wise, and they took the enemy desert altar, garrisoned by Harold right now, but rip Harold in few seconds. Okay, they keep reinforcing this rally, they should switch the defense, maybe to a garrison commander, but no, they just lost the desert altar. Buildings blinking all over the place, this obelisk right here blinking again, but without success. Here we have a Zenobia garrisoning and Fleisch again rallying with Attila Takeda, which I don't think is as effective as it could be. Because now they will bring this Attila Takeda about on a red, so 35-30% of health, and they will let Fleisch sit there. So they will never touch this Attila Takeda. See, I'll let you see, I'll let you watch this. They will for sure play like this. If they are thinking about it, they will now leave this Attila Takeda and not swarm it anymore. Will they stop? Okay, this is a slight mistake right here. They could stop and let that Attila Takeda just sit there forever. But, okay, eventually they killed it. Okay, they took the desert altar again. So 412 sneaking into 415 desert altar another time. So building disruption happening, the points is looking not so great for 415. I remember that in the meanwhile 412 is here with another Ark. I think they will go for a heavy building strategy right now. They will probably just stall this Ark for another 9 minutes. So if they stall this Ark for another 9 minutes, it will happen that basically they will not have another Ark. I mean, they can have another Ark, but 2 minutes is not enough time to deliver an Ark for 415. So maybe they will do like that. Maybe they will do like that. I'm not sure if they will drop the Ark, maybe using a caravan and then grabbing it again to increase the timer, which will be a smart move not to be going to the middle again. So this Edward could go into a caravan, because when you join a caravan, when you have the Ark, you will just automatically drop the Ark. He can take the Ark again and then he can deliver when it's time, in order not to have another Ark spawning, which will be quite smart. Okay, some players from 415 are chasing the Ark carrier, but anyway. Okay, they just escorted the Ark, so amazing, we will have a third Ark in this match. So 415 actually has a shot. So if they wanted to make a good play, they could just deliver the Ark on a caravan, so drop the Ark, take the Ark again, and then wait for the Ark to wait for the very last moment in order not to have a third Ark. But in this way, we will have another Ark in 7 minutes and 40 seconds from now. This Obelisk is still under contest. I tell you guys, those 3 cities will stay here until the end. So shout out to Qatar, to Shred, and to Cyber for being such good players. And now we have an outpost here being taken on the back. We have the Shrine of War blinking right here. Heavy siege from 412, but I think this Shrine of War is well defended. I mean, I see some players here doing nothing. They could just join the building. Okay, they are joining the building, so I think this Shrine of War is well protected, so we can go to the other buildings. We have a Guan Yu Harald, which is an amazing combo against Zenobia, rallying this Desert Altar on the middle lane. And on the wing side, we have an Attila Takeda against Zenobia, which will have pretty much no effect. But I see some marches coming, so if they don't come with some reinforcements, they might also lose this building. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Let's take a look how is the battle going on the Shrine of War. I told you this Shrine of War is not going down. Let's see this Desert Altar. We have a Guan Yu with Harald, but the Guan Yu is going down. We have enough reinforcements on the side, so I don't think this Desert Altar from 412 will go down either. Now, this Obelisk is still there. We have a full YSS, we have people that keep refreshing those marches, and we have even rallying going on to cities. This poor guy is getting rallied constantly. It's like the 3rd time this guy gets rallied. Hamdi Hamie, Cyber is a great player, Wick. Yes, he's demonstrating to be a great player. This guy right here is a great player. Nice move. We have... Okay, he teleported. He wasted the teleport because they have 14. Of course, they can do that. To teleport closer to the Obelisk, so he can just swap the marches one after another one. So this Obelisk will never go down. I think this is pretty much a done deal for 412. I think they got this match in their hands. We have still some marches going to the middle just for safety. I don't think that... Okay, 415 is showing up. They want to grab this Ark, trying to close the gap. But unless they have a lot of provisions and they grab this Ark and they stop losing building, I don't see how 415 can win this game. Let's take a look at the caravan. So I don't see any march on the left side for 415 gathering caravans. I don't see any march here on the left side, and I see one here, and I see just one. I see just one march from the 415 side gathering. Let's see on 412 side. No player is gathering. I told you guys this is not a gathering centric, so to say, game anymore, because gathering does not give you as many points as before. It gives you about two-thirds of the points that it used to give before. We have one march here on a level 3 caravan, and I think that's it. They have one player on one side, one caravan gathering on one side for 415, and one caravan on the 412 side. So, well, I don't predict that those teams will have a higher provision score. Let's, in the meanwhile, we wait for this middle battle to happen or not to happen, who knows. Let's answer to some questions. Gus, looks tough to win for 415. Yes, it does look tough to win for them. Kaushik. why they should have left that Attila Takeda rally when its health became red. So if you have the advantage on the garrison and your Zenobia is healthy, or your whatever garrison is on the building is healthy, and you have a low health Attila Takeda that it's not going to take the building anyway, why just not letting it sit there so you can delay your enemy from launching another rally, and 5 marches will be stuck in that rally, which will be worthless. That's the reason why you should have the Attila Takeda sit there. I mean, this is specifically for Attila Takeda because Attila Takeda is a very slow killing pair. So, I mean, I never suggest to use Attila Takeda in Osiris League anymore. That's so Season 2. Hong Kong Legends won with Attila Takeda, but this was that one was a highly heavy Attila Takeda meta at the time. We didn't have Zenobia, we didn't have many commanders that could counter Attila Takeda, so Attila Takeda was meta right there. And in the meanwhile, 412 doing a great job on the buildings, snatching this altar, so they have 3 on 4 altars, and this other altar right here is contested, and I think that if no one from 415 is coming, I see those marches going straight to the middle, but not going to protect this altar, which is much more important. This altar will go down. We have also one march leaving the building. Why? And stopping here. Maybe it was a misclick. Yeah, it was probably a misclick. So 415 got back their sky altar on this wing, but I do think this desert altar will go down. Let's take a look. So let's take a look at the marches that are swarming, so we can see which commander they are using. So they are using Attila Takeda, Edward Tomiris, which is debuffing this building, which is very nice. We have a Ramses Nebu, who is cutting the heal from Zenobia, which is extremely nice. And we have a Saladin with appears to be a William. Amazing. So I do think this building will go down in about 10 to 15 seconds. Show us the Obelisk. Okay, I will show you the Obelisk. I told you they have even one more city teleported here now. This city, this poor guy is keeping, is getting rallied constantly. This guy will get probably zeroed in Osiris League. This other city is getting zeroed. I mean, when I saw this Obelisk going down and being occupied with hard push, I saw the 1 minute countdown and I saw the cities teleporting in. I told you guys this will be very tough for 415 to get back into this game. Now they have 11,000 points difference. They have a fair amount of marches. As I told you, they lost this desert altar because those people going to the middle didn't care about the obelisk being lost. Sorry, the altar being lost. So the result is that they are losing points-wise about 500 points per minute, 510 points per minute, which is huge. So 412 is gaining 510 points more than the opponent each minute that passes. Okay, 412 just used to the death, and this, I mean, okay, they are walking, so the same mistake that 415 did before, but I do think that this to the death will represent the nail on the coffin for 415. Let's see how they will do. But I mean, they have here on the small map, we can see that they are generating points from a lot of buildings. They are generating points from the enemy obelisk. They will be generating points from the central outpost, and this other outpost has to be still taken back, so they're not generating points. Also, this Shrine of War is under contest, and if they don't reinforce, I mean, this march is not a full march, so I don't think they will manage to protect this Shrine of War either. Let's see if this Shrine of War will go down. Okay, running charge. So 415 snatched this Ark and they are running with a Saladin, but oh, AV, the runner for 415, just died with his Saladin. But we have another march here grabbing the Ark. I'm not sure if this is a red march was faster than the blue march right here. Let's see. Okay, no, the blue march was actually faster. Jari Naif just captured the Ark of Osiris with his Saladin, which is a pretty healthy march right now, so he can go a good road. Okay, he just lost control of the Ark of Osiris. Alright. Oh my god, this match is crazy. I've seen a lot of good plays happening. I think the one single thing hands down, that put a nail in the coffin of 415 was this obelisk to be lost, because they didn't have a protection garrison inside the obelisk, and we had cities teleporting in immediately. Now some cities teleported out. So, well, I don't think we will see K415 advancing in this Osiris League. I mean, they are not out yet, but they probably will by the end of this division, so in a couple weeks. 3-4 weeks. Okay, 415 grabbing the Ark again with a 1U. Nice game, guys. This was an extremely nice game. Even if now you see a lot of points difference, this was actually very close for a long time. And again, the thing that made pretty much the difference was that obelisk to be lost on 415 side. I'm so sorry that they were distracted. I bet that was a distraction. I bet they had to have like a backup garrison in there, but once they lost the obelisk and had the cities teleporting. Alright, this match is over. Should we look at another game? Guys, tell me in the chat if there is some game which is close, especially if it's a top 32 team losing against another team. And I want to know from you if there is another game that we could cast and see just for a moment. Lambo, if only Flash was defending that obelisk with his OP City Keeper. Okay, that's a fun joke. I've seen Flash's video about City Keeper. It was a really fun video. Yeah, maybe a City Keeper could have made the difference. Who knows? Oh man, they are just zeroing the cities right now. We have a Takeda garrisoning. I think I know this guy. This guy was in 148, I guess. I think he just migrated to 415. If we face this guy, he had another name, maybe Ghost Rider. If you know who this guy is, probably you know because you faced him many times on KvK4. You think it's the same guy that I'm guessing or not? Okay, no stay. Okay, you guys want me to stay, so okay, let's stay on this game. Let's see who will win. Okay, 412 has the game in their hands, but still 415 is controlling almost half the map. And they are still going strong, so even though 412 used to the death for this Ark, 415 probably with a commander advantage, I don't know, maybe they had a number-wise they had more numbers in the middle, they managed to take this Ark. Also remember 412 having made the mistake to pop to the death and then walking with the marches with the to the death active, which is the worst thing you can do when you activate to the death, because I mean you have 1 minute. That skill you can use one time in a game and lasts for 1 minute. So why walking? You just need to attack until the enemy dies. So you have 1 minute of focused battle. You need to pop up that skill in the right moment. Ghost Rider, yes, Beastman, it's definitely him. I think I zeroed him 2 times. He must have followed Brony, who had his ult in 148, to his main kingdom. Yes, that's a good theory right there. I think Ronnie has an alt account in 148, and I think this guy right here, who is being zeroed right now, no. Okay, he was already zeroed. Let's see how many people teleported back to the starting zone. I think many. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, this guy right here was just zeroed, and you can see that his city was teleported back to the safe zone, which is very bad. Very, very bad. Okay, 412 grabbing this Ark again. So, why do we have Siege in the middle of this battle? Question mark. Okay, let's let's put some thug Wick emojis for these sieges on the middle of the map for no reason. We have an Edelfled with siege. Edelfled Minamoto. What in the hell? Edelfled Minamoto with sieges. Rip to that. Rip to that. Alright, I think at this pace nobody will deliver this Ark. So 415 grabbing the Ark again with a fast Cao Cao this time, so they might have a shot. They do have a shot because this is a fast Cao Cao, but even if they deliver this arc is the third arc, so I remember the points for the Ark of Osiris. The first arc you escort is 3,000 points, then the second is 3,500 points, the third 4,000 and so on. So each other arc is going to increase the points by 500. 3,000, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, etc. So this arc right here is worth 4,000 points, and I do think they do have time to escort this arc if this guy Matsu here with this Minamoto is moving, but it doesn't appear to be moving. Maybe he's lagging, maybe he crashed, which is common in such a murder ball. I mean, it should not be common. Please, Lilith, fix lag. But I think they already fixed a lot of stuff in Osiris League. I do think they're doing a great job in fixing the lag, especially in Osiris League, because before it was lagging much more, trust me. The only device who allowed you to actually play in Osiris League was the iPad. Now it's silk smooth, honestly. Anyway, 412 grabbing the arc and then dying. Does 415 have the time to put this arc into safety or not? OG Scarface has captured the Ark of Osiris. He is going back with his Attila Takeda. Remember, if you want to know who is dragging the arc, you just need to click the symbol that I'm clicking here on the top left side. Sorry for spamming the Ark of Osiris window and flashing your eyes with that. Who is grabbing the arc right now? It's not worth to take a look at the buildings anymore. We are 2 minutes until the end of this game. I want to see if they can actually escort this arc to safety. So 415 arc carrier with his Saladin AV grabbing the arc again. Maybe they have a shot. They want to deliver this arc in the Shrine of War, but we have few marches snitching from the side. This is a great move right here. I think they might have a chance to stall this arc. Not that it's important. Even if 415 captures this arc right now, they will go to 27,000 points and probably end the game with around 28,000 points if they escort the arc, and end with 24,000 points if they don't escort the arc. So it does not make such a big difference. But still, I want to see if they manage to deliver this arc. Now, the same arc carrier, AV, that appears to be the arc carrier for 415, is dragging the arc with his Attila, which is a fairly fast and a sturdy march to drag the arc with. Now, all they need to do is to pick up the arc again and put it right in the Shrine of War. 412 should go for the swarm. I think they should go for the swarm. Some people should try to grab the arc, and some people should try to swarm this Shrine of War to bring it down. But I mean, if 415 gets the arc now, it's pretty much done. 415 got the arc, Mad Max 666, and they are escorting this arc to safety. Okay, it's Cao Cao and it's healthy. It's now done. Okay, they have 27.6 thousand points. I told you they will end with approximately 28,000 if they have a little bit of gathering, some extra points, 100 points from the points per minute right now will be accumulated. But I think this is over, and 412 is winning this game by 11,000 points difference. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, 0, and GG. Please drop some GGs in the chat to 412 and some emojis. Thank you for this unbelievable, a super funny game to watch. Let's see a little bit the final statistics. So we have Ark of Osiris score being in favor of 415, so they did a great job on the Ark, capturing 2 Arcs, while 412 captured just 1 Arc. Occupational score being very heavily on the side in favor of 412. 33, almost 34,000 points compared to 20.3 thousand points. As I told you, I've seen just couple caravans being gathered, so 0 gathering strategy right here. Provision score being basically 0, 644 to 439. Total kills pretty even, a bit more kills from 412 side, mostly because they had more buildings in their possession and they had 415 had to swarm those building back, so that was pretty painful. And units healed, 412 healed 17.5 million troops. That is crazy. Teleports, 45 to 30 teleports. So we have a crazy teleport strategy because they got that obelisk, so they teleported back and forth, switched players, they kept reinforcing that obelisk, which was the deal maker for this game. Again, Ark of Osiris captures being 2-1, and that's what made the difference. Logan Smith, thank you very much for the $2 super sticker, and thank you all for being here and watch this game. So, what are we going through next time? Let's see the results, shall we? Let's see how the other teams did. So here, nothing. Do you know if some big teams lost in this time frame? I am curious to see how the other division fought. 96,000 to 489. Oh my god, that was a rickroll, a steamroll right there. Facepalm versus Space Destroyers, 95,000 versus 0. Oh my god, they didn't even show up to fight in that game. So why do you register to Osiris League in the first place? I don't understand. Han versus 88 SE, another steamroll, Division 29, let's see. Okay, nothing crazy to report. The only crazy thing to report today was this game between JWM2 and OTQ, and JWM2 lost by 300 points to a lower power team, which actually denied JWM2 to take the last Ark, and the last Ark was what made the difference. So they basically stalled that Ark until the very last moment and denied JWM2 from the capture, and that was the reason JWM2 lost that game. Which is crazy because JWM2 is still a very strong team, so this proves that gameplay this season is stepping up even more. Okay, GG 412, well played. So let's drop in the chat some GG WP, GG well played. Nice, 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 nice. Don't look at K920, please. Alright, I want to look at K920 now. Which division is K? Okay, it's in Realm of Sobek, probably. Okay, let's see. Where is... in which division is K920? Now you tell me. Now you tell me. I want to know. I want to see how they did. I'm just curious. Are they in Sobek? They should be in Sobek, right? Let's check Division 4. Okay, my stream is a little bit delayed compared to what you are seeing right now. Next time I will stream with a lower delay, with a low latency, so I can actually almost see your comments in real time. Now I'm seeing your comments with almost 30 seconds delay right here. Where is 920? Which division is 920, guys? Tell me. I want to see, because Miku just said don't watch 920, so we are gonna watch 920. We want to see how 920 did. I will say no more. No, Miku, you now need to say in which division 920 was. Okay, alright, you don't want to say it. Alright, we have rallies going on. Our pre-KvK is well undergoing. Let me join some rallies, or DB will say that I'm lazy. Alright, let me launch a rally as well. Guys, I think it's time to wrap up this stream. If you enjoy my casting, remember that each Sunday we will be live streaming the best games of Ark of Osiris, and anytime I'm going to give you tips and tricks and analyze what the teams are actually doing. So if you want, drop a like on the video if you enjoy this live stream, and subscribe to the channel not to miss out to any future content. Okay, Busted. Busted is the realm of 920. I want to see 920. Come on. Tell me which division is 920. Maybe it's in the recommended. Let's see. 920. Should I spend AP on Marauders? Well, depends. Depends. I think Marauders rewards have been nerfed a little bit. I'm personally not spending AP on Marauders. I rather prefer spending and to see if they actually improved the rewards in the Heroic Anthem and Season Conquest KvK from the Barbarians, so I prefer to spend my APs on the Barbarians. Sam, will you do another co-stream with Bulbajon? Yes, yes. He asked me, and I'm very willingly going to his channel. The guy is very nice, so you will find me sometime on Bulba's channel co-casting a match with him. Why not? Also, we'll be casting a game with Redline, with my friend Redline as well. We have been planning this for a while now. Okay, you don't want to say which division is 920? All right. Let's wrap this stream up. So thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all being there. A lot of people watching this game. So I'd say I will see you guys on the next one. Ciao.